Well, here's one tip we came up with. Anna, again, has come through. She put a rubber band here, and I took the glove off, and then she slid that up on my hand and put that back and doubled up the rubber band, and that's kind of keeping this up tighter so I don't have to kind of pull up on it all the time. I still kind of have to check on it every once in a while, but now I can just do it with one hand. Just dab it a little bit and keep her going. Take a look at this. What do you think?
Looks awesome, Joe. I saw it from the other side too. It looks really good.
Show on down there just a little bit of what's happening with this. This is just the first coat.
Beautiful.
See, this is just the first coat. That's looking pretty nice.
Looks really good.
I'm seeing a couple little spots, and see, as it's drying, you can just kind of hit it in a couple areas. Because I'm going to want to do that before I do the second coat anyways. I'm going to do a quick once over on any little places that I see that still need some on there from where I sanded a lot.
What a huge difference a little paint can do.
Yes,
it's unbelievable.
Nice. And it's not really costing very much to do this. The paint was about $8. Sandpaper, $4. The mitt was like
$4.99.
$5. And it's gonna look really good. I'm gonna need some more masking tape over here, I think.
Okay, coming.
Yeah. Now I can just take this and I can just kind of push down on it, go around there as best I can. Right here. Oh. Yep. And if you're going to think you're going to do this on a weekend project all by yourself, it's always, of course, it's always nicer to have a friend help you out. You always do things a little bit better with two people instead of one.
So Joe, right now you're not doing these sockets down there.
Now see, this down here, I'm going to keep my hand kind of tight. I'm just going to use my finger. One finger down in there, my index finger, I'm just pushing that on there. And actually that's getting most of it right there.
Wow.
Okay, and I'll go back with the paintbrush and hit whatever I can't get with this. Around the edges too. And when you do that with the paintbrush, you don't want to just slop it in there, because if your masking tape is not perfectly tight, if you've got concrete, or you've got little bits of rock in there, or whatever you got, if it's not tight, some of the paint's going to go underneath there. So when I paint that, I'm still going to try my best to kind of cut it in sideways the best I can, not just jam it down there with a full paintbrush and wipe it in there, because once you pull the masking tape off, you're going to think, oh, the blue tape didn't really work that well. Well, that's because the paint got in underneath the edge and ran down, okay? Think about that. That's looking better.
Really nice.
The thing I like about this glove, this is the same material as a roller cover. That's why it's going on so nice. And what I found is I can go both directions here too, see? As I'm putting it on. That might help you stick it on and go back over it.
So Joe,
I don't know any quicker thing you could do to paint a rail like this. You know, even that little round mini roller I was telling you about, I wish I had one. I could show you how that worked. Ooh, wind's kicking up.
So Joe, that rubber band worked okay, huh?
Yeah.
And you
when I do around the bottoms, I'm just using my finger, just a pointer, and so I can dig down in there. So I got my finger just like that. I want to be careful. Oh, I said that and now I got it over the brick. But I've got a sponge here. And I'll get that off. Last thing I want is any over paint. Okay, keep her going.
Now, Joe, I noticed you turn your head around, and I like the idea because otherwise
I'm going to keep hitting the bill on here. I could take my hat off too, but that way I don't hit it. I'm going to be kind of upset if I get paint on my hat. So maybe I should just take it off.
See, that's what I like about your videos, because not only do you show people how to do things, but you give really good advice and practical tips along the way. That's really valuable.
That's what I do with my videos.
Plus, you're entertaining.
Now see there, I got to put it on thicker. See, I can just control it with this. Now I got a nice smooth thick coat on there because that's where I sanded some of the previous off. Now I'm going to do the best I can on this back side, but when I get all done I'm going to walk back on this side and kind of look at it, do a once over so I don't have to go back and forth. Don't kid yourself. Just because you think you're reaching over there, maybe you're just not getting it all. You need just a little bit more before you put your next coat on. Okay? Keep it going as always. Whew.